So in this video, we're gonna start working with the Scroll Spy component. This is something really cool, especially if you're building a website with, well, a single page website or a landing page or something like that. You can see that we have this Scroll Spy. If you open this, you will find that we already have this menu, something that we saw in the previous video. The same structure here. We have the nav, we have the UL with the classes that we need, the nav item, the nav link classes, everything is in place. So we can start working with the Scroll Spy component. So first I'm going to add a body, some attributes right here. This will be data spy, and I'm going to add scroll. So we're going to be using the Scroll Spy. Then you use something called the data target, and the data target has to be the same, the ID of the navigation that you are using. So I'm going to add an ID right here called services. So you can name this wherever you want and copy this and add the pound sign at the beginning and then services. It has to be an ID. So you add this pound sign. This means the ID right here. It makes the connection between the body and the Scroll Spy and this navigation. And then I'm going to add some extra classes. First, I'm going to add a fixed top. Fixed top will make this menu stick here on the top. Next we have a nav bar. Nav bar will create a navigation bar, and then you can create back a BG, something like success, maybe. This will add some styling for the navigation bar that we added in the top. So now you can see our navigation is on the top. You can see that using this fixed top will place this on the top, but also will cut some pixels right here. So if you are using this, make sure that you add some extra padding. So for example, the height or the size of this is 56 pixels. So you can add right here in the body, margin top 56 pixels. And now you can see that the margin will remove the problem that we have earlier. So that's something to keep in mind if you're working with this component in one of your projects. So next we have the menus, and let's add some href. So I'm gonna add href, and this one is gonna be called web design. You can add the href to whatever you want. Just make sure that you add the pound sign. We're gonna point this to an ID. And we have app dev for app development. And finally we add another one called e-commerce. So right after, and this is everything that we need to do here, we're going to add a div. It's going to use a class called service. I'm going to add an ID, web design in this case, paste right here. Then we add an h3, maybe a text web design. And let's add a bunch of different lorem ipsums. So let's add lorem ipsum. Here I'm gonna view tools soft grab. So I'm gonna add a closing paragraph, and I'm gonna add at least 3 of these in all of these divs that we have. So I'm gonna copy these. I'm gonna make a copy, paste, and the second one is called app development. So we have app dev. The text is going to be app development. And finally, let's create another one. We have the e-commerce, so we have e-commerce, and here on the text is going to be e-commerce. So let's save this and reload. And I forgot to add this inside the container, so I'm gonna select everything. Yeah, cut here, and right after this nav, I'm going to paste the content. So this way the content is going to be inside the container. And you can see that I added this service class. I'm going to add some CSS. So let's open the CSS, styles.css. Here I'm going to add service. And I'm going to add a padding 150 pixels and 0. So we have more separation between each service. So let's start scrolling. we're gonna see the scroll spy in action. So I'm gonna scroll. And now you can see that this will highlight the web design. So when you are visiting this div, this will highlight the current page in your menu. So let's scroll. And now you can see that the web design has changed now to app development, the current div. So I'm gonna scroll, and now you can see that we have e-commerce. So this is looking really, really cool. That's something really cool, especially for websites where you have a single page website or a landing page. This way you are giving to your visitors some kind of feedback, and you are telling them where they are in the page and some other sections that they can visit in your website. So that's something really cool, and you can see that this is something really easy. You have to add this in the body, data spy scroll. This will execute the JavaScript. Then you add the target, the navigation that contains where we are going to add the classes for the data spy. So next you create the menu and make sure that you add the IDs. And finally you create your IDs here on the bottom. They have to be connected from here. So you can see they are using the same name, the same ID. In the link we're using this pound sign. So let's continue in the next video. We're gonna take a look at tooltips. This one will be a little different, but also it's going to be really easy. So let's continue in the next video.